match. Nepal. It's Sompai Kami coming in. Push back to him. Cameo of an innings. Nepal all-rounder. Gave a fresh impetus to that innings after it had rather lost its way. Main contribution, of course, Sharan Visaka. Kami again. Ooh. Tentative outside the off stump. Good start from the Nepalese bowler.
Nice carry there. Bit of movement off the seam. Reluctant Mustafa. The two off spinners from UAE are the openers. Gets that edge past that second slip. It will run down to the boundary. That's 4. That's how UAE start. 4 for none after that thick outside edge of Rohan Mustafa's bat.
Indication there again, I think, of the little bit of pace Kami's got about it. Because once that had beaten the slip, there was no way third man was going to get round and cut it off. Running away very quickly.
Nice, Tommy. You build it, Tommy. Well done, Jumpa. Where's Tommy?
Nepal fans in the ground will be hoping their team can make a good start. It's not biggest total to defend, let's be clear about that, but if they can get away to a good start, couple of early wickets, get the strangle on, then could make it difficult. Could have been a lot worse. Those two wickets going down quickly in the middle there. Needed Visaka's 81, that was a good knock. But Kami, smashing little cameo that, 20 runs. Really got the innings moving in that last 10 overs. Dari was run out without scoring. He's actually, no, this is Lalit Bandari. Not Binod, who was run out without scoring.
Very much gettable, this 2-2-2 on this wicket. The UAE batsmen realize that. They know it better than any other team. Which is why I feel that Mustafa, when won the toss and decided to field first, had a fair idea that it's quite chaseable. They can stop Nepal somewhere around 200, 210 mark. But they did well. We just looking at that batting card. Didn't really think that they would cross 200 at one stage. Visaka played well for his 81 not out.
I think it's just given them something to bowl at, hasn't it? Anything under 200 and you think, yes, it's not going to be a problem. Be looking for a bit of early movement. Left arm over, always offering something different, of course. The left arm quicker bowlers, slanting it across the right-handers. Got to get your angles right. Again, just a smidgen of movement into the bat. Right home about. Something to make the batsman think though.
That's a very good ball, dipping into the right hand, and it's equally played very well by Ashfaq there. He gets a boundary.
Just helped it through mid-wicket with the movement. Bowler's thinking to himself, yes, just getting a little bit of movement, but probably knows himself that was over-pitched. Bottom hand into that. That's why to get off the mark. Ashfaq. Again, just watchfully forward. Don't have to go at any great pace at the start of this innings. The UAE batters. It's always that advantage of batting second, is that you know what you've got to get. Bat first, we've got to put a decent target on the board, lads. Well, what's a decent target? And you have to sort of judge the pitch. Are we going along fast enough for this pitch? Is this a good score? Bat second, you always know. Another beautiful strike there. He's found the gap. That's racing away. That is not quite going to reach the boundary, or is it? He's just dribbled into the boundary. Again, a diving attempt to stop, but the ball just going into the ropes. Like this, batsman's style already, Ashfaq. Now, should he have stopped this? Yes, he probably should, shouldn't he? Knocks it into the rope.
He could have slapped it harder back into play. He just put his hand to it. But full marks for the effort, though. The dive. Trying to get to the ball. The 2 overs gone, 12 for none. It's a good start for the UAE team.
Top marks for efforts, middling marks for technique there. Need to get that ball back. Not very big, is he, coming? But he generates a bit of pace. Whippy action.
More runs here, calling for the second. It's a good call from the captain. Must have done a lot to his confidence, that opening partnership of 146 just a few days ago in the 4-day match. Rohan played quite well alongside Chirag.
Very much so. I mean, runs always as a batsman. It's runs that give you confidence. He's going to pick up at least one now. I think he's second.
Yes,
Ashfaq's decided he doesn't want a second. He's a comfortably built cricketer, isn't he, Ashrak? Which is, we like to see.
Comes across as a powerful hitter of the ball. He's batting right on top. Probably he's got something that could be entertaining for all of us. Probably get UAE that flying start, make those middle overs easy for the batsmen to come. And when you know that you don't have the services of Shaiman Anwar in the on the number 3 or 4 position, you've got to be more responsible. They heavily depend on him with the kind of scores that he's made for his side in the past few years.
Strikes the ball nicely, doesn't he? That's right. Big, strong pair of shoulders and arms on him. Good eye. And a decent lump of wood in his hand by the look of it.
When you look at this particular game, that's the end of the over, 3 gone, 15 for none. In terms of qualifications, nothing there for UAE. But would you still rest your key batsmen? A win is a win, isn't it?
A win is a win, but they know what Shaiman Anwar can do. Perhaps give some of those batters on the fringe a chance to come in. Get some big match experience under the belt.
So you probably rest your key batsman in order to give an opportunity to a youngster or someone who hasn't had an outing.
As we said, these 2 games today and on Friday, there's not a lot riding on them other than pride and wanting to put in a good performance. Dougie Brown, the UAE coach, will want to have a look at a couple of fringe players, perhaps see what they can do. And he's no doubt told these players, "Yep, you'll get a game on Wednesday." And then rest another couple on Friday. Flash and a miss outside the off stump. The Nepalese fans in the ground got a little bit excited there. But I don't think he was too close to this, was he? Let's have a look. No.
Slightly late on that shot as well. Coming back to the best 11 that you can choose as a captain. So Ghulam Shabir is going to bat number 3, is their wicket-keeper batsman. Though the wicket-keeper has also been replaced. Heather is not in the side. Oh, that's an edge, but did not carry. Just past that first slip field, I will go to the boundary. That's an opportunity for sure.
More movement there. Bandari. Didn't seem to be a lot of movement. That was a chance, and oh dear, Paris has put that one down. In his defence, that slip, you don't always get them diving towards the keeper. The keeper should be going across. That ball was initially angling down leg side. Nevertheless, he should have caught it.
Yeah, before the start of the innings, I was watching these guys who were practicing those catches in the slip court and didn't drop one. Some amazing catches there. When it comes to the game, it's a different story. That's what they say. You could be scoring hundreds in the nets, but match practice is something else when you go out there in the middle.
yourself off your feet.
Go, boys. Stay there, boys. Stay there. Stay there, fellas.
I'd like to see something coming from Nepal with the new ball. We didn't see any.
Good balls here.
New balls do some trick. They're using two of them.
Just in the very slightest of movement from the other end. Nothing yet from Cami. Cami's got a bit of pace.
Two is the call. Ashraf wants to come back. Slight hesitation in the running in the first one. Whether they want to go for the second, but then they realize that the throw isn't that strong. And it's just collected near the rope. So two was easy. Good call. 25 for none in the fifth over. Doesn't get that desired height to cut that one through point.
Let's go, Somo.
Don't think that one came out quite right either for Cami, because bounced twice on its way through to the keeper, and he's been getting good carry up to now. Got that one away fine, pops up over the ropes. It was a misdirected delivery. And the one thing you can see that's happening here already is that the UAE boundary count is much higher than it was. Just it came out wrong, didn't it? Clipped away for 4. Boundaries are flowing. 29 for no wicket now. Almost got as many as Nepal managed in their entire first 10 overs.
Not only drops short, but it goes right through that fielder at the first slip. That's boundary. So both the batsmen getting edges. This won't be counted as a drop chance, but just falls short. End of the over. 5 gone, 33 for none.
Paul's following him a bit at the moment, isn't it? Oh, look at that again. Oh. Just didn't get his hands down to that. I wonder whether that carried, you know. Let's have a look again. Yorked him. Gone straight through. I know Slippers who would have just come forward a little bit and taken that one. Third time lucky perhaps for Paris. Neither chance. He's now getting the slips and keep a little bit closer. That one's crashed away square for 4. Mustafa has shown his intent. 37 for no wicket, and we're now only at the start of the 6th over. Nepal need to stem this flow of runs. When they need to stem a flow of runs or take wickets, the skipper very often turns to himself. So that's what he'll be thinking. He's taken a Second slip out at the moment. He'll be thinking of giving himself a little bowl, I think. We'll see. Offside cordon reinforced and not penetrated that time by the UAE skipper. He must be delighted with his start. Both men on 18. At this stage, Nepal were 19 for no wickets. That just gives you an indication there that UAE have made a very good start. The thing is, of course, when you're chasing a relatively low target, you don't have to go at it from the word go. You can have a few balls just to pick up the pace of the pitch, pace of the bowling. Not the same pressure.
Well, yeah, in terms of this total, 222 to win this match, a good start always helps. You don't want to turn this into a tricky total where you feel it's gettable and then you start falling short when you lose wickets. So, as we said earlier, that if they can get a good start, which this is one of them, and the batsmen to come that can bat through over 25 to 35 at ease, just rotate the strike, they won't have the pressure of any required run rate looming. Edge again, past the wicketkeeper this time. Rohan Mustafa is all over the place, and the slip cordon, including the keeper, are not finding any luck.
Keeper again moving to his right. Has to get back very quickly and doesn't. If we look at this again, this is most definitely a chance again. No luck at all.
You're right about that. You see that slight initial movement towards the right, that stopped him from getting to the ball. He wasn't in a position to dive the opposite side, and the ball was too quick. It passed by him. He didn't even get any part of the glove on it.
Disheartening that for the bowlers. And then you beat the bat. And what happens? Keeper takes it. No edge. 41 from 6 overs is a very, very good start here. So for the home side, these are supposed to be neutral games, have all been played in the UAE. They are the home side. The host, should we say.
Righty.
It's going to be Kami to continue. Need a wicket, Nepal. Fans very quiet at the moment.
That's the way. Ramro Sai Babu.
UAE captain doesn't mind those missed chances as long as the score is going along. Oh, he had a wild go at that one. The length just got him a bit greedy. Inside edge.
His eyes light up there.
Let's go.
Half volley, maybe. A little bit of late movement. Maybe
Almost there, boy.
Edge. It's one of the rare ones that hasn't gone to the boundary.
That would have gone way past his left cheek, the bowler. That was hit very hard by Ashfaq. You see, that's the important part on the bottom right, required 4.12. If you can keep that in control, you're on your way.
round the wicket, change of angle to the left-hander. Mustafi doesn't give that air of permanence at the moment. A couple of edges. Trying to be positive.
You just feel that he's got a mindset at the moment. He just wants to go after it without reading what length he's bowling at. Which is why he's ending up in awkward positions or edging them. He's lucky. Once dropped. Missed chance by the keeper.
Come on, boys.
Oh, run out here. What a mess. What a mix-up. There was no need at all for that. And the umpires, I think, are now going to have to decide which one of these two batsmen's got to go. And it's looks like Ashback's going. Oh, dear. That was so unnecessary. Let's look at this again. What a mess.
He had to leave his crease. It's the captain calling for the run. But imagine one who's wanting to throw his wicket, he's still there. And Ashfaq has to walk back. He was very hesitant. He probably, I wouldn't know if he said no to him. He was very hesitant.
There really was no need for that at all. And such a horrible feeling when you've run yourself out. If you're bowled, if you caught, whatever, then you think to yourself, well, okay, I've made a mistake there. When he's made a mistake in not responding to his captain, if he had responded to his captain, he may well still be in a mistake. There we go. First wicket falls. That was just what Nepal wanted. What was that all about, Mr. Mustafi? That was poor.
That's why you say you call out loud. No means no. So send him back. Exactly, and you actually end up standing in the middle of the wicket yourself. That's your wicket-keeper batsman who's replaced Shaiman Anwar.
Just before
the over as well.
Just before we go off, do you reckon the skipper should have actually sacrificed himself?
Yeah? Are you asking me if I would have liked?
you wouldn't, but Sikandar. But I don't know. It would have been the nice thing to do.
Well, the question was asked from David to Sikandar that who should have sacrificed for who? I've just modified the question here for you, Zoeb. What do you think? And the run out between Rohan Mustafa and Ashfaq?
Well, of course, Ashfaq was under immense pressure because it was a call from his captain. Firmly hit. I don't think so. There was a run in it.
But if you see the replay, I'm hopeful that we can manage to squeeze in a replay before the strike. If you see the replay and you see it from the sides angle from where Rohan Mustafa stroked that ball, just see it's gone to right between, bisecting the two fielders. He has to cover a fair bit of ground. He had time, the fielder, to look up which area to throw at, non-striker or the keeper's end. On any fair day, I think that's a single. Rohan Mustafa was right in calling his partner for a single because there was a run in there. It was the striker's call, and the reason I say that is because the striker always knows the angle better than the non-striker because he is the one who's hit the shot. He knows exactly how powerful that shot has gone, how far it has gone. Is it good enough for him and his partner to reach either ends safely or not? And you just got to trust your partner. You just got to go.
There was a lot of hesitation in there as well. There was not a clear call if you see that again as well. The non-striker, there was hesitation, and then he knew that by the time he could react, his captain was halfway down the wicket. Maybe if he had a start. Look at this. Oh yes, just stopped. By then it was just too late.
There's no yes or no's in between running betweens. It's either a yes or a no. There's no maybe. And if you manage to do that, then I can only say that he got a brain fade there. Come on, Zoeb. That's all right. You don't get one.
I'm just trying to think that what was going through his mind there.
Don't worry, we'll ask him at the end of the game. 8 gone, 43 for 1.
Bhandari, just a bit expensive. Sompal, Kami, with him opening the attack. The run out that we've been talking about all the last over is the reason why UAE are 43 for 1.
Go, Sumi! Support our ball here, boys!
You know, just coming back to the run out, if Rohan Mustafa had sighted, because he was looking at the non-striker at that time, so he'd known that he's not running at all. He still had time to go back.
Cracking shot. It would have been a blinder of a catch at that point. Fielder anticipated it. Nonetheless, he picks up 3. He's really taken to a completely different gear here, Rohan Mustafa. From the 4-day game to a 50-over format. He's a man in a hurry. Yep. Managed to get his fingers over it. Would have been a second good catch of the game.
Yes, this would have been right up there with Shehzad's effort earlier on. Seventh and final round of the ICC World Cricket League Championship. UAE at the bottom of the table. A difficult chance. A chance nonetheless. Dived well, got his hands to it too. Would have been a spectacular catch.
Shot. And 4.
50 up for UAE. Kami tried to lure him in a pull shot where the fieldsman might come into play. Shabir rolling his wrists, well in control.
End of 9, 50 for 1.
In pursuit of 222, UAE started off well through Rohan Mustafa and Ashfaq. And for Ashfaq, a confusion with his captain and was out. Now Ghulam Shabir, the wicketkeeper batsman, has joined his captain.
Nice run. Good calling. Shabir was the man who took charge of making that single for Rohan Mustafa.
Bhandari has been on the expensive side, Lalit Bhandari. Has lacked control over his line. Once again, played away on the onside. Just a single. Things looking good for UAE.
Yeah, they've certainly started on a much better note. Of course, a couple of chances going down from the Nepal fielding has helped. But I will still say it in the positive note in the way UAE has approached this target. It's not a small target, 222. They still needed a solid start, which they have got.
No. Sorry, Ronnie.
And the man in charge, Rohan Mustafa, the captain, is out there and is looking better with every passing delivery. He started off scratchy, was in a completely uncontrolled space, if you would like to call it, in terms of the approach to batting. But we've seen it in the 4-day game against Afghanistan, a calm, composed approach, completely opposite to that. But now he's grown in better confidence. Oh, lovely delivery. What a beauty of a delivery from Bhandari. Outstanding swing from there.
A hint of movement for Bhandari. Good length. Inviting the batsman to drive. Mustafa almost edged that one. For Nepal's cause, they need the captain. They need to get rid of Rohan Mustafa.
Another one, back-to-back deliveries. Good piece of bowling.
Bhandari getting movement off the wicket. That nagging line just outside the off stump, which has prompted Rohan Mustafa. That's a good shot. Calls for two. And that will be the end of the over two. A good one from Lalit Bhandari, 54 for 1. Change in bowling, the captain himself, Paras Khadka, scored 20 with the bat today. A few lusty blows at the start.
Clipped off his toes. Means of swinging to the left-hander.
Yes, do it, go!
Good running. 3 and possibly an overthrow as well. If they were more aware, they could have crossed over for a 4. Shabir was calling Mustafa, but just didn't keep his eyes on the ball there.
Yeah, Mustafa had his back towards the ball. Didn't even see, actually, he was just taking evasive action. Actually, his eyes are towards the ball, but I think they can't. He was just a bit cautious there because they can't afford another run out.
They've been living dangerously there, UAE batsmen. The previous one, Rohan Mustafa, had not made his ground completely while bending to take evasive action, and this time he wouldn't have reached the destination. Wow, excellent shot. Taking charge. Shabir goes down the ground.
That's a great shot from Shabir Ahmed. Goes over mid-off. Straight bat.